Hello guys, my name is Ms. Shreya. I am a CSU public student in the teacher education program. Due to COVID-19, we are unable to do our field experience, so we are doing online videos to offer math activities to your students at home so that they could do these. Today, I am going to show you an activity which your students could do involving Jenga blocks. It's a fraction game with Jenga. So we'll get to that. This math game covers the standards of 4th grade, where students will explain why a fraction is equivalent to a fraction of an equal value. They will be comparing fractions with 2 different numerators and 2 different denominators, and they could extend understanding of fractions, equivalence, and ordering. So one thing you guys will need for this activity is, of course, Jenga blocks, and you guys could use like construction paper for the colors, because there's different colors that you guys would need: purple, blue, green, yellow, pink, and red, which gives you different activities for the fractions and what you have to do. And then you guys need the fraction cards. So let's start. I'm gonna pull this block out, and I got a purple one, so I'm gonna write that here on my recording sheet. I even have manipulatives too. These are fraction towers, and I have fraction circles to help me. These are good for students who get stuck. I even have some scratch paper too, so this comes in handy. So for the purple, it says compare the fraction to 1/2. So the fraction that I drew was 1/2. So I have to compare 1/2 to 1/2. So let's use our fraction towers to compare 1/2 to 1/2. So I'm going to write that down for the first one that I selected, 1/2. The color I got was purple. And then I have 1/2 right here. And then I'm gonna compare it to 1/2. It looks like they're equal, so I'm gonna put that 1/2 equals 1/2. So this Jenga block, I'm just gonna put it up here. I'm gonna pick another one. I got red. So the red one, it says multiply the fraction by 2. So the next fraction I got was 1/5. So this is where like scratch paper can come in handy, or this worksheet that I'm working on comes in handy. So the fraction that I selected was 1/5. I got red, so I'm gonna multiply it by 2. And when you multiply it by 2, you put the 2 over the 1 and just multiply straight across. So 1/5, 2 times 1 is 2, and then 5 times 1 is 5. So the new fraction that I got is 2/5. So that one I'm just gonna put right up here. Let's see. So I got a purple one. So I'll write that right here. Oops. And then the fraction that I selected was 3/4. So I'm going to put that on my recording sheet, 3/4. So I have fraction towers that are 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. So I just need 3 of them. And then I just need my block that's 1/2, because when I selected the purple one, it's compared to 1/2. So I'm going to use that. And it looks like my 3/4 is bigger than my 1/2 tower. So I'm going to write my fraction. 1/2 is less than 3/4. See. So this one, I got pink, and that subtract the fraction from 2. So my fraction that I got is 2/6. So I'm going to put 2/6 right here. The color of the block that I got was pink. I'm going to put that right here, 2/1. And then I'm going to put minus 2/6. Because when I put 2 minus the fraction, I put it over 1 to make it a fraction. So since they don't have the same denominator, I have to make my fraction, the 2/1, have the same denominator, the same bottom number, as the fraction, the 2/6. So I'm going to use my scratch paper. I'm going to use my scratch paper and do that. And find a common denominator. 6. So since they both have 6, well, since this one has 6, the 2/6, I'm going to make it 6. So I'll just times 6. 1 times 6 equals 6. And then I do that to the top number. So 2 times 6 would equal 12. And then the other fraction, I'll just leave it alone. So that one would be 2/6. So I'll just have 12/6 minus 2/6. So far, that's what I have for my fractions. And then I'll do 12 minus 2. And for that one, I get 9/6. And this one, you could reduce it because 3 goes into both numbers. 3 and then 2. And then you could even reduce it more because it's an improper fraction. So you can make it 1 and then 1 out of, let's see, 3 goes into 2 once. So let's see, 3. And then you just keep the half. Like you just keep the bottom. So it'll be 2, 1 and 1/2. And you could check your work by multiplying the 2, by multiplying it. So like 2 times 1 would equal 2, plus the 1, the top number, which would equal 3, which will give me 3 over 2. So my work is correct. So my improper fraction for this one will be 1 and 1 out of 2. So 1 and 1/2. So let's select 2 more. I'll get the bottom one. So this one, I got red. And red is multiply the fraction by 2. So I got 2/4. So I'm going to put that down, 2 out of 4. And since I have to multiply it by 2, I'm going to put my 2 over 1, just multiply straight across. So 2 times 2, my top numbers, would equal 4. And then 4 times 1 would equal 4. And then that's easy because I have 4 pieces. I have 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, which equals a whole. So let's try one more. We'll just try this one because it's loose. I got pink again. So this one, I'll have to subtract the fraction from 2. So I got 1/6. So the fraction I selected was 1 out of 6. The color I got was pink. So I subtract 2 minus 1 out of 6. So the 2 I put over 1. They don't have common denominators. So I'm going to go back to my scratch sheet and I'm going to give them the same denominator. 2 over 1. And then I'm going to put 1 over 6. I'm going to have the 2 over 1 have the same common denominator as 6, the 1/6. So 1 times 6 would equal 6, and then 2 times 6 would equal 12. So I'll have 12/6. So 12/6 minus 1 out of 6 would equal 11 out of 6. And you could even reduce this one too, because this one, it'll go in 1 time. You keep the bottom number, and then the top number, it'll be 5. So that'll be my answer, is 1 and 5/6. So that's what I'm going to write down, is 1 and 5 out of 6. Thank you for watching.